Welcome back to the Strivecast.
Episode
20.
Episode 20. We made 20 episodes, guys. Congratulations.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Sweeping the nation. Let's introduce ourselves.
No,
I'm Jeff.
no Thompson.
Susie Courier.
And I'm Pete. We've got Susie sitting in for Olivia right now. She had to step out for a few minutes, but she will be back in time for our
Hello.
exciting interview today with the Q97.9 morning show team. So Olivia will be back for that. But how's it going, guys?
Really good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Exciting episode ahead today where we're going to talk to the whole team from the morning show. So that should be fun. And then we've got a great question of the week ahead as well. So I think we could probably get right into it. Want to do any? Noel, what events do we have coming up?
Dance marathon.
Yeah, Strive Rocks weekend coming right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we tell people about it?
And my boot camp too.
Let's hear about it.
March 2nd is to help the fundraise for dance to bring back to help Strive.
Yeah.
For me to donate for the boot camp.
So you're raising money for Strive Rocks, and one of the things you found is the gym that you work at is hosting a boot camp class in exchange for donations to you for Strive Rocks. Is that correct?
8:15 to 9:15.
Okay, and what gym is it?
Wood Gym.
Nice. And that goes to your fundraising efforts, and lots of people are fundraising in all different ways, so congratulations. That's for the overnight version, Strive Rocks All Night, which is going to be the night of the 16th of March into the 17th. You can find out all the details at striverocks.org, as well as the family-friendly day, which will be taking place on March 16th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And what do we have there?
A lot of petting zoo in the afternoon.
Petting zoo petting zoo all day from 10 to 6. And we also have, I think we have 11 different inflatables. We're going to have mini golf. We're going to have laser tag. All sorts of things there this year. An escape room.
Inflatable.
Our friends at GTFO. Lots of different things. So that is the Strive Rocks weekend coming right up. You find out all the information at striverocks.org.
Yeah.
So, anything else, Jeff? You want to add anything?
I actually am not going to the event because Pete told me that that I'm the one who will be raising the money.
Okay, great. Susie, anything you want to add?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go for it. We can hear you. We got you.
Well, I have the best day of my life in place of my ball sitting next to me
Yeah.
and my axe right over there.
All right.
But right now, my life is pretty awesome because I have the best staff ever, which is you, Olivia,
And Whitney.
and Whitney, because Whitney is looking so beautiful in her pink shirt.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, that's about anything else. Anything? Noel?
When is the next event later after the dance marathon?
Well, after Strive Rocks, then we have a lot of different events. We go into our annual campaign season, which is more of an administrative piece. And then we're going to have several events happening this year, which are different and new for our 20th anniversary year. So you'll have to stay tuned to further episodes to find out more about that.
And Slide J.
There are rumors of an art show, among other things. So, all right. So we will be right back with the team from the Q97.9 morning show.
All right, here's Noel with a little bio for Lori, Jeff, and Lou, our morning show guests.
Our guests today are Lori, Jeff, and Lou of Q Morning Show. The Morning Show game can be heard every weekday morning from 5:30 to 10 o'clock a.m. and Saturdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Q97.9 plays today's hits music and They are very involved in the community, doing a ton of events throughout Southern Maine yearly. We are excited to talk to them about all things radio and see what we can learn. Please welcome Lori, Jeff, and Lou.
Yay! Welcome!
Hey guys, welcome.
So, Jeff, you have the first question, right? Great.
First
Thanks for answering.
things first. What time do you wake up in the morning?
Oh, that's a good question because it's different for all three of us.
Yeah. Is it really?
Sometimes some people are late.
Oh, hey! Right out the
But
gate
it's-
with accusations.
It's usually not this guy.
Oh, okay.
You also get there first because you have a bunch of pre-show
Right.
stuff to do.
I probably wake up before they do. I wake up, my alarm goes off at 3:30.
Ugh.
Then I hit snooze. Then I hit snooze.
Yeah.
And then I hit snooze again.
Yeah.
But then I finally get up, shower, and I'm off to work, and I'm there by 4:15, and the show starts at 5:30.
I wake up at around the time he shows up to work, 4:15, and then I hit snooze. I hit snooze, and then I panic, and I'm usually in around 5:15, about an hour later than Jeff.
And sometimes we call her and wake her up.
Nice.
Sometimes that does happen.
Also, you get a shower in the morning too.
Yes, not today,
That's
but
Well, I think I win because my first alarm goes off at 4:30, and I take a shower at night, so I don't have to do it in the morning.
Yeah.
And I also hit snooze and hit snooze and hit snooze, and leave my apartment at about 4:55 and get to work at 5 o'clock because I live one block from work. It's perfect.
That's easy.
Or 5:15.
and sometimes we have to call Lou too.
Oh, well, good thing he jumps in.
No kidding.
All right, you're up next, sir.
Yeah.
Oops, that's the lightning round. I apologize. There you are.
How long does it take you to prepare for the show?
Wow.
Sounds like.
I feel like we're always preparing for the show.
That is
Right.
that
the
is-
morning of, it's
yeah.
not that much before the show that we gather our stuff and start, but we prepare for the show like the whole day, days, weeks in advance.
For instance, it depends on what's happening, but Thursday is Valentine's Day, and we're doing something different for Valentine's Day. We're, instead of focusing on people in love, we're focusing on people who have broken up.
We saw this on the website.
So if you have an ex and you, let's say you
These
haven't
guys
quite
have
gotten
plenty.
over that, you can bring down some of their stuff that you still have, like pictures, and you can shred it with a giant wood chipper that we got. So that has been a long planning process. In fact, I just came from the city of Portland to get cones to block off spaces to park the shredder and the trailer at Back Cove and get the permits and make sure Portland doesn't arrest us when we're out there chipping giant, benches and stuff.
You want to go, Jeff?
It really, truly, we prepare all the time. So always.
Sounds just like us. I gotta say, we are constantly preparing for this show. It's a lot of work. Jeffrey,
It's kind of a segue to this one.
Do you get to go home when it's done?
I think we picture you like the show's over, right?
Bye!
No. Oh no. Now we do when the show's over, we immediately start preparing for the next day's show.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately. We spend
We
probably
start work.
an hour getting ready for the next day.
We have to record things and promote, little promos that run and clips of the show and things like that, just before we even start thinking about it. And then we literally plot out the show for the next day, at least portions of what we think are going to happen, because if something comes up, we don't want to be all, well, we have to do this, it's on the planner. But that kind of goes with how long does it take to prep your show? So, no. And we have meetings, boring meetings every single ding dong day.
And I also do a lot of work from home. Now,
Yeah.
in the 21st century, we can connect to the station at home through computers, and we write things for our websites at home. So we can get a lot. It's still, even when we go home, we're just
Yeah,
not
still
done.
working.
Yeah. All right, sir.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of being on the radio?
Cool.
That's a tough one.
That's easy.
Well, for you, yes, go.
Oh, I am not college educated. And so if I had to get a real job, I couldn't. And I get to be a gigantic goofball for 5 hours a day, and they pay me
Right.
money. Not just like candy,
Not
although
monopoly, yeah.
bonus.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite part, is that I have the best part of my day is from 5:30 till 10, Monday through Friday.
That's awesome. I love that.
Gosh, my favorite part is probably feeling like I'm just hanging out in a room with two good friends, but then having it be like my job. I just kind of stumbled into it, and people, like the people in the room, are such a huge part of how the show is. The show, like, I couldn't just be on the radio with two randos. It's these two that like make the show what it is. And so, I guess my favorite part is the two of you, and I wouldn't trade you for anything.
She really is my bestie. She's my best friend.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And then
sweet?
Jeff's there too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff is pointing to his bestie.
Aw.
No, are we besties?
in here.
We need a best.
What
We
about
need
you?
a best
We're
friend.
not besties.
No.
I don't know.
No comment.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I think we are, but that's okay.
You're up. You're up, bestie.
Yep. What is your favorite song that people are requesting right now?
Any good hits being requested a lot?
That's such a good question, Jeff.
I got a good one
The
for
other
this.
one?
Ariana Grande's new song "Seven Rings"
That's right, Whitney and I like that one.
is I love it because the melody is like taken from a few of my favorite things from
Mary Poppins? No.
Sound of Music.
Sound of
Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And that was one of my favorite movies, so I love that that's so popular right now.
And speaking of Ariana Grande,
Yeah.
she's going to be the new Little Mermaid.
Is she really?
She is?
The new
you hear
live
that?
action
This just in.
How did you find that out?
on the YouTube. You can look on your phone or your computer.
Thank you. I
Gosh.
will look on my phone.
Future movies.
Excuse me while I take some notes for
Yeah.
the show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, really?
Ariel the mermaid?
Yeah.
That's a great.
Ursula
idea.
is going to be Queen Latifah.
No way.
Who is?
Ursula.
is
Oh.
Queen Latifah.
Cool.
That's gonna be something I'll watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you guys have any favorite songs that people are requesting? Do people request songs anymore? That's what Whitney and I were going to. Do people call
They
in
do.
still?
No.
And not as much in our
as
show,
much, yeah.
because we got so many other things going on, and
Yeah.
it's not as music intensive as the rest of the day is.
Right.
They're calling in for other reasons.
Right.
Right.
Tell us
Right,
about
exactly.
it.
What?
Yeah.
Did I win?
Yeah.
Do you guys still do the lunch break?
Ryan does that at noon every
I'll
day.
request
Yep.
lunch.
I'll request
Yeah.
lunch. Yep.
Nice. You're up on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
really.
listens.
Because I always, before it was Q97 at 9, it was like the ocean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the
You
history.
go way back.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
So you have the next question as a follow up to this
Okay.
previous question.
What is your least favorite song that people are requesting?
Got any least faves?
Like anything Drake or Post Malone.
Yeah, not for
They
you.
just get so repetitive
Yeah.
when you're there listening to them over and over.
Yeah, I'm a little tired of who's the redhead?
Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yes.
Sharon.
Yeah.
If I hear perfect
Oh.
one
It's
more
not gonna be
time.
perfect.
No, it's perfect if I never heard it again. So
Yeah,
that one, I'm all set on
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
What do you think? You're done with it too?
I don't know.
Couldn't hear it again.
Jeffrey?
Do you have any
Caller.
color pet
Peeves.
peeves?
That's such a good
I love this
question.
question.
I got mine.
Probably the biggest pet peeve for us is when they call up and they ask, do you have the answer to the correct state in the country? And we say, what?
What?
Oh, you must be listening to a different radio station.
Oh no.
I'll guess that
And
song.
we try to
Alright,
be, we try
go
to be
for it.
polite. Like,
She's
hey.
got her head on the table.
But the good thing, the nice thing is when they hear it, they think they're listening to us.
Oh.
Right, they call
They call us
even though
first.
they're not listening
Right.
to us.
Right.
So that's kind of like, it's a good thing and
They've
it's
got your
a
number.
kind of, okay,
Yeah,
what do we do with this?
All right, Lou, what's your pet peeve?
I was gonna say butt dials, which we got 2 of this morning.
What?
Yep,
But
yep.
maybe that means we're recent on their calls.
Yeah.
so I
Yeah,
guess
that's
that's
true.
good.
My biggest pet peeve is if you call a radio station, you must, and you are on the radio, you must turn your radio down.
Right.
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 Otherwise, because we run on a 8-second delay.
11 now.
11 seconds. I'm so delayed I missed it. So if you're listening to us on the radio, you're 11 seconds behind reality. So
Real distraction.
and we always say, turn your radio down, but you'll hear, and you can hear us in the background.
Right.
It's like, no,
But
no,
11
no.
seconds later,
Turn
they're
the
Right.
radio down. Yeah.
I bet. That's so fun.
Yeah.
You're up.
Do you still get
Nervous?
nervous to be on live air?
Get nervous anymore?
Really? I've been doing this so long, it's like old habit almost.
Now, Lou's just been doing it just over a year. Do you still get nervous? Do you get nervous at all?
Not when it's just us. If there's like a guest interview or something like out of the ordinary happening, it's not so much nervous for me as just like nervous energy to like make everything go smoothly for everyone and have everybody be comfortable because you can like so sense that on air.
Every once in a while, I'll think, oh, yeah, I want to talk about that. And then it's 20 seconds until we're live on the air, and I forgot
Right.
what I wanted to
that
talk
can be
about.
panicky.
And I'm like,
my
and I
dog? Was
can't-
it my
right,
house?
I
Was
can't
it something I
retrieve it,
did?
and it's gone. And so, but you can't go on the radio and go, I was
One
going to
second.
talk
Right.
about something,
It was gonna be
but I
great.
Let me
can't
just
remember
think
what
about
it
I
is.
feel like you can. I feel like that you're listening to
Yeah,
okay, that's fine.
So, Lori.
Fun. That's interesting. We get nervous a lot in this room. Maybe just me.
You
It's you.
guys are very involved in the community.
Why?
Why is that possible?
Why is that important?
Why is it important to you?
I'll take this one.
Go ahead.
We are involved in the community, and it's a great question. And the reason we're so involved, we're involved with Strive too.
That's right.
We help out as often as we can, and it's because it's important. We have a job that is unique, and not everybody has the power to get a message out, but we do. And sure, we'll tell fart jokes every once in a while, but it's also as equally it's also
favorite.
equally important to get messages out of things that are happening, things to help people, and it's one of my favorite parts of the job is that we do get to do that. So I think it's super important to give back to the people who make sure you have a job on the radio, because they listen. So, and they're always, Mainers are great. They step up and they help out whenever they can, and there's a lot of need, and we try to help as often as possible. We can't help everybody, but we sure do try.
Great answer.
Yeah.
You're up, right?
Tell us about your cans.
Yep. Cans.
Cans for a
Cure.
cure fundraiser.
Fundraiser.
Wow. That was a biggie.
That's a big one.
That's the biggest fundraiser we do. It was created by us. Normally, like for instance, if we help Strive with your auction or your dance marathon, that's something you guys created and we promote and we tell other people about. But Cans for a Cure is something we actually created. It's the only fundraiser that we do that is completely thought up in an office and thought, okay, let's do this. And we did it to raise money for breast cancer in October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we wanted to help those fighting breast cancer. And we've been doing it now. This will be our 17th year coming up this October. I know. And last year was our biggest goal. We raised $100,000 to help those fighting breast cancer, which is insane. And Cans for a Cure is, we do it through bottles and cans. It's a gigantic fundraiser through collecting bottles and cans. So yes, I will take your bottles and cans.
And we did it that way because we wanted a way that anybody could participate, even if they didn't have cash. Everyone's got some empties somewhere. Even if you just bring a bag, you're doing a little bit to help out the cause. So it was kind of a universal thing for everybody in a way that they can contribute.
Yeah, and it's just grown. I mean, you know, you do something that long. Well, you guys know. I mean, I'm sure your first auction was good, but your 100th auction was better. You know, and so and what a great thing, because it keeps growing and growing, and more people help, and it's really hard to put together, but it's also super awesome, and we really love doing it.
That's amazing. It's amazing you guys raised that much
I do
money.
have a more question.
Go ahead, but we have more written down.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Does Casey Kasem still do the Sunday thing?
No, he passed away a few years back.
Oh.
The American Top 40 is still on, but it's hosted by Ryan Seacrest.
Yes, the American Idol.
Yeah. Yep.
The one and only, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. No one wants him to come on the podcast, so.
Oh yeah.
Tough
Yeah.
ask, but
Yeah.
That's a,
long ways away. Is that it, Jeff?
yep. Yeah. Ready? Got a question for Lori?
I know, so why didn't I ask?
Lori.
Jeff.
We saw that you love fried chicken. When?
Where?
Oh, sorry. Where is your favorite spot in Portland? And you got it.
Where's your favorite spot to get it?
Get it.
Okay. Here's the thing about me and fried chicken. I do not discriminate. If you have fried chicken, I will eat it, and I will eat it in any form. I will eat it as a whole piece with the bones and the skin. I will eat it as a tender. I will eat, if you take chicken and you put breading on it and you deep fat fry it, I am your best friend in the whole wide world.
Is that why we're besties?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that where the bestie thing came in?
Is that why we're not friends?
You don't like fried chicken?
I love fried chicken, but I don't make it.
Oh yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I wish the Colonel was my dad.
Every Tuesday and
What?
every Thursday.
You have it Tuesday and Thursday?
Yes.
It's Tuesday. No,
Tuesday and Thursday.
wait.
Why do you go there twice a week?
Because I go to gym.
Because you go to the gym?
And then you have.
And then you get KFC?
Can we add that to our
Funny,
dreams?
so does Lori.
Yeah,
I
weird.
love fried chicken. I love fried chicken.
Sometimes she goes to the gym with a bucket under her arm.
You do that too?
Susie, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You better get out of here. Go get your chicken.
When is the chicken happening?
Yeah.
Today. After the gym.
After the
Come
You ever go to the
She just explained it to me.
You got bucket chicken.
You go. Come on now.
I love chicken.
Have you
I love Kentucky Fried Chicken.
ever been to Popeyes?
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love their chicken.
Surprise! Well, we really thought that Susie was gonna do a great job keeping quiet in the producer's chair, but you know what? Everybody loves fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
He was like, "Why are you asking her about fried chicken?" We were like, "No, it's a thing."
I'm sorry. I love fried chicken.
All right,
I love
let's
fried
do it.
chicken.
This is a Jeff question.
Yes.
You guys have something big in common.
I think I know what it is.
Jeff, we heard you played in the biggest pinball tournament in the world. I play pinball. Oh!
Noel hasn't read this question yet. I play pinball too. Do
you play at Arcadia?
I knew I recognized you from somewhere, and that's why. I do play at Arcadia. In fact, I'm there on Thursday for league night.
Wow.
I'm the main admin for the New England Pinball League, so I go there to help out with that. And yes, I did play in the largest pinball tournament in the world. There was 800 people at a convention center the size of 3 football fields in Pittsburgh, all full of pinball machines.
I do that on Wednesdays.
You do the Wednesday? Yep. I think I played. I don't think we've ever played in the same group, but I've been there when you've been playing before. So yeah, you came in. I said, I know I've seen this guy somewhere. And now there it is.
He's a regular.
Me
Yep.
and Eric Hughes.
You and Eric go there?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you're there like several nights a week, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thought you might recognize
Yep.
it.
Absolutely.
Jeff?
You have a question for Lou?
Hey, Lou.
Hey, Jeff.
We saw you moved here from Idaho. What is been your favorite thing about Maine since you moved?
Oh my gosh, it's hard to narrow it down. I
Potatoes.
love it here so much. It's actually a lot like Idaho. It's super similar to where I grew up. It's like harsh winters and super friendly people and really good food, and the mountains are a little bigger where I'm from, but you've got mountains and you've got ocean here, which is way cooler than the little lake I grew up by. So I guess it's the fact that it's super similar to where I grew up, so I'm really comfortable here, but there are some cool new things, like Portland's a bigger city than where I grew up, and the ocean is just so cool.
It's a great
Awesome.
Buxton's a bigger city than where you were.
Noel, you have the last regular interview question.
Any radio show advice for us?
Any advice for us?
You know, I have to say, I am incredibly impressed with the research you guys did, because that is really important. If you're going to interview somebody, you should know a little bit about who you're interviewing. And I think you did a great job with that. I have no advice for you, except for perhaps fried chicken.
You were the guest.
Plate of fried
Fried chicken. I love fried chicken.
That's what you have.
Jeff, you like it.
Yeah, I love it.
I know, you love fried chicken.
Too.
And Susie likes fried chicken.
Next time we come, we'll bring bucket
And
chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
god.
popcorn chicken.
Yeah, popcorn
Yes.
chicken, easy to eat.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
sushi
for sure.
as well I like.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, you're a sushi guy.
I could actually use some more sound effects if you guys just come in and say like doing oing,
Yeah.
like that, you know. Arrgh.
Yeah.
So that would be
Funny you mention
really
that.
elevate the show.
Because our next
Oh, yes.
our next segment, the lightning round, actually has
Yes!
its own
Theme
theme
song.
song.
That's the best.
Noel, you ready?
Take it away.
Yeah.
Time to introduce the lightning round?
All right, it is time for the
Lightning
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 round!
round. Lightning round. We go to the lightning round. It's different
Every time it's a unique entry.
Jeff likes to play air
They
guitar
still cannot see
on a
the air
radio
guitar.
medium.
We can see the air guitar.
Alright, and you're up first, Jeff.
Yes.
So this is a little faster.
Okay.
Okay,
And you
cool.
each can just go down the line and answer.
Okay.
Okay. It's kind of like this or that. Ish.
Early morning or late nights?
Early morning during the week and late night on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, same.
Late night.
Noel?
Yep. The sound of your voice on air or in person.
On air.
On air.
On air.
It's a clean sweep.
Yeah.
Jeff, remember this one?
Invisibility or super
Strength.
Invisibility. That way they don't have to look at me.
Invisibility, I can be sneaky.
Invisibility, I'm already super strong.
Whatever.
rather be able to speak every laughter
Language.
language in the world or talk to animals?
Every language in the world, I've got nothing to say to animals.
I mean, I already talk to animals. It would be cool to hear them talk back.
I'll answer that by saying, "Ruff, ruff, meow."
Now they
good.
have the movie Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, she's like Dr. Dolittle, exactly.
Yeah.
Dream, vacation, or sports?
No, dream vacation spot.
Dream, vacation spot.
Chicago.
Oh,
Windy City.
I really want to go to New Zealand.
Oh, good accent.
Any place with a beach.
You know why Chicago? It's where they make pinball machines.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you'll take a trip too.
Yeah.
See some original pinball machines.
Yeah.
All right, you're up again.
Favorite donut flavor?
Plain.
Duh.
Like old fashioned.
Yeah.
Boston cream.
Chocolate.
Of course. You like Boston cream, Noel? Sorry, I forgot to ask you. Favorite donut flavor?
Hot coffee or iced coffee?
No coffee.
Iced coffee.
Hot coffee. We cover it all.
Faces. And Noel, one of us will say both. There you go.
Yeah. Favorite cartoon?
Looney Tunes.
Adventure Time?
Bugs Bunny.
That's Looney Tunes.
I know. I had to be different than you. I didn't want to
What's up,
answer your
Doc?
question. What's up, Doc?
Do you choose
Snore.
store?
Do you snore?
I say no, but my girlfriend says yes.
Not always, but when I do, you can hear it a mile away.
I have no idea. I'm asleep.
Perfect answer.
He stores.
How do you know
How do
that?
you know?
Because I heard it.
Okay. Terrifying. Outside your door.
Terrified.
If you were on one of the seven, yes,
The 7
doors,
dwarves.
which one would you be?
Grumpy.
Goofy? Is Goofy one?
I just was thinking that.
Silly?
No, Goofy.
Dopey.
Dopey.
Dopey? That doesn't sound as nice.
There's no Goofy. You're
Sleepy,
thinking
maybe.
Goofy's the dog from Disney.
I think there's happy.
Happy.
And
I already picked it. Ha ha.
there's happy and bashful too.
Bashful.
That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not.
That's the one I wouldn't be.
Happy.
Oh, you broke that.
My favorite one is
Oh
dog.
my god, I
Doc,
love this
that's a
answer.
good one.
I love this question.
What's the fastest you
Ever
ever driven in your car?
I did it just last weekend, and it was weekend or the weekend before. 80 miles an hour.
That's it.
Awesome!
It wasn't around here. It was up north. Once you get past Old Town in Maine, speed limit 75. I looked down and I was doing 80. So slow down.
Wow, that's it. Wow.
Oh, awesome, Jeff.
That's not
I've
awesome.
gone at least 100 that I've noticed, and it was in like a 75, maybe 70 mile per hour zone. But there was a really good song happening,
had to.
so you got it.
95.
That's a good one.
Okay.
What is,
Can't believe
In the
that.
Q van.
what is your favorite song?
Oh, favorite song, original lightning round question.
Oh man.
Like ever or just right now?
For in general.
In general, forever.
Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Great song.
What's that one that I like with the guys that are robots?
I don't know.
Come on.
Walk Like an Egyptian.
No. Guys that are like robots.
In
And we just
80s.
heard
Oh, Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Oh,
Get Happy.
Get Lucky.
Get Lucky.
Yeah.
Get Lucky.
We can all
Love that.
sing it,
Thank
but we
you.
don't know the name. There is no worldly way that I could narrow it down. Anything that makes me dance.
Yeah. That's a good answer. What's your favorite song ever, Noel?
I don't know.
I would say
But I do like 24/7 Carrot.
by Bruno
Oh,
Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Oh, come on, Noel.
What is it?
Say it.
Carrot Magic in the air.
Yeah.
What, you want him to say Backstreet Boys?
Hey, no. Our favorite was Backstreet Boys.
Okay, don't break. Never break your heart.
Baby, don't go breaking my heart.
Breaking my heart.
Oh, okay.
Back to you, Noel.
Is it wrong for a
Vegetarian,
vegetarian to eat
animal,
animal crackers?
animal crackers.
Absolutely not. They're not real animals.
I don't think it's wrong for a vegetarian to eat bacon.
Yes.
There you go.
You're up.
Okay.
What would your midlife
Midlife
crisis
purchase.
be?
20 pinball machines.
Oh, that's no surprise.
Awesome.
What is your favorite pinball?
My favorite pinball machine is Jackbot, which happens to be in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis. I think I'd buy a tiny home
What?
so I could go camp around in a little home.
Good Lord. Well, since I already hit mine, it was a new car.
Oh, what kind of car?
It's a Kia Sorento,
Oh.
2017.
Sangria colored.
Sangria.
Look for it on roads everywhere going 80.
95. Just
95.
okay, you're up.
What type? Oh, okay. What type of milk do you put in your cereal?
Well, I don't eat cereal, but if I did, it would be skim milk.
2%.
2%.
I do.
Bestie.
You do 2%.
1%.
1% for
I'm a
you?
1%er with you, Jeff.
How tall is your tallest friend?
7'2".
Whoa.
He's a former basketball player for, I want to say, he's in the NBA, and I can't remember his name. His name's Todd McCullough. He played for 3 years in the NBA.
Wow.
Ooh. 6'6", a college friend who also played basketball. Not surprising.
How tall are you,
I'm
Lou?
5'9".
5'9".
Good answer. You got the last one.
One
Peace?
piece. One piece of advice to anyone listening.
Go.
Go.
Play pinball, or learn how to play pinball.
Just be ready to laugh at yourself.
Be nice to everybody. One day they could be your boss.
I love that.
Good one. You guys have any other questions?
Any other questions you want to ask before we let them go?
I don't think so.
You got all yours out. You had a ton. Jeff?
Jeff?
Oh, yes?
Any other questions, Jeffrey?
Any questions?
Do you have any? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. We got it through that. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for
Yes.
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Super fun.
That was great. I appreciate it.
All right, we will be
Thank
right
you.
back.
Strivecast is brought to you by your ad here to help us advertise for Strivecast and to email us
At Strivecast?
at Strivecast
At pslstrive.org.
PSLstrive.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Da-na-na-na, question of the week.
Questions of the
Time for
week.
the question
Those
of
of the
week.
week.
All right, that's it.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Great. Well, you know what? The question of the week theme is one of my favorite songs, and that is this week's question of the week is, what is your favorite song and why? Susie, do you want to go first?
Of course.
All right, go ahead.
It's from Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
My favorite song is
Let's hear a little bit of it.
Everybody, yeah. Everybody, yeah.
Noel, what's that called? What's the name of that song? Come on, you guys are Backstreet Boys experts. Jeff, no?
That's... Was it Quit Playing Games?
Quit playing games with my heart?
No. Everybody now, yeah.
Oh, the Halloween video. Everybody back.
Yes.
All right.
You
NPT.
got it.
And actually,
Killing it this episode.
I got one too.
All right, what is your favorite song? by Mr. Jeff?
Off the new album.
Backstreet Boys?
Yep.
again? Nice.
Is my favorite song. It's called Chances.
Chances from Backstreet Boys.
Chances.
Will
My
it
favorite.
and why? How come?
I think because it's kind of a little bit of like love kind of connection.
Whoa, a love connection.
Why don't you sing a line from it?
Let's hear it.
Sing the chorus.
I mean, like sing the chorus.
Just one or two lines.
I can't.
Okay, I wouldn't sing either. So,
No.
all right, Mr. Thompson, will it be a clean sweep for the Backstreet Boys?
Yes, but it's a different one.
Your favorite song is also by the Backstreet Boys?
No.
Oh.
We Are the World.
We Are the World.
Yeah.
Ooh. By various artists. All
Yeah.
that. Nice.
We are the world. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Michael Jackson. We are the world. We are God's children. We are the ones to make the better day. Let's start giving.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, and why is that your favorite song?
Because all my favorite 80s people
Artists.
are in there.
Nice. All right, do you have a new song?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's hear it.
The one with Black Eyed Peas and the
Face.
the Back to Time Men in Black 3.
Nice.
Same
Nice.
song.
All right. Anybody else? Favorite songs? Anything else we want to say?
I like the soundtrack to Back to the Future.
Nice. All right.
One Direction's my favorite.
One Direction. Okay, lots of favorites.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that was this week's question of the week, and we will be right back.
Swellcast is brought to you by listeners like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are back, and it is time for some words of wisdom. Noel, you got the theme for us?
Dali da 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 da, shalom la 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 la. What?
Words of wisdom.
Wisdom.
And I think we've got some good ones. So this week, with having Lou and Lori and Jeff with us, they're famous in our community, and we were talking about what are some things that you guys might need to do to get famous, or someone that's listening out there that has a interest in becoming famous. What do you have for words of wisdom for them? Who wants to go first? Anybody? Jeffrey.
Yes.
How do you become famous?
How do I become famous?
We were just talking off the air. You guys have been on TV. You've done a little bit of everything. We haven't really signed too many autographs yet, but how do you become famous?
How do I become famous?
How does somebody become famous?
I probably think that I become famous is I don't know.
Okay. Noel,
Yeah.
maybe we'll come back to
How to be famous is always be
This is a tough question this week
yeah.
for our words of wisdom.
Always be like everybody knows people and like news like Strive U
So you guys have been on the news several
and
times.
TV,
Yeah, been on TV. Yeah.
newspaper.
You were just talking when we were talking off air about signing autographs. You actually reminded me that you've done that before. When were you signing autographs?
But that was it in California.
No, that was in,
Cash conference.
Yeah, but I don't think you signed any autographs there, did you?
No.
No.
But we
Met
did
someone.
write a book about Strive
Right.
at the Casco Bay Freeport YMCA.
Our very first, speaking of 20 years of Strive, our very first Wednesday night class was on literature and writing. And the participants actually wrote a book that we published, and we had a release party, and people signed autographs, and Noel was part of that. So that was pretty cool. One of the
Yeah.
highlights of our past 20 years.
Oh, the other thing we had is the do you remember when the first day that we came here to say
The ribbon cutting,
the
right?
ribbon cutting,
That's right.
and I was a little nervous
Yeah.
and not sure for that, but some other occasion I was on the stage with you,
That's right. Yeah.
and I was reading off my
No cards.
my note cards, and I was looking at all of the people,
There was a few hundred people here, right?
200 people, and I look at them. I think one person of that crowd, which is Chandler,
That's right.
he came
Your friend Chandler came right up.
to my rescue,
Told you could do it.
and he said to me, I can do it. And you said to me that I am a little nervous before, and now
It was fun.
it was fine.
Look at you now.
Look
Doing
at
a
me
podcast. That's right. That was a cool day because that actually then one of the local news stations shot it and it went viral. It went all over everywhere. It was on
Yes.
the Today Show in Australia, I think. and
Right.
all
And
over the world.
Thank you for helping me on that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Jeff.
Yes.
Anything to add? How do you think somebody? How about a crazy idea? How could somebody get just a wacky idea for someone to get famous?
Probably doing like hula hoops.
Hula hoops, like a Guinness World Record?
Yeah.
We've tried unsuccessfully, unfortunately, to break 2 Guinness World Records during the last 20 years of Stride, but that would be a good way to get famous, or like America's Got Talent hula hooping.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. You know,
Oh yeah, and
yeah. I mean, like,
there's a
okay.
5K run, and I made it to the finish line like
That's right. Like
that.
Joan Benoit Samuelson's a local runner, just right here in Cape Elizabeth and Freeport, and she won the first ever gold medal in women's marathon, and now she's famous. So
And we also did the Guinness Book of Records, but we almost did it, but we didn't finish washing thousands of cars at Funtown.
that's right. That was about 17 years ago now, I think. It was Strive for 3,845. It was how many cars we had to wash in 8 hours, and felt just a little bit short.
Holy moly.
And we also did the Sea Dogs game.
That's right.
Oh yes.
Simultaneous high fives.
High five.
We're hitting a lot of our
High
attempts
five.
and activities over the years.
And we did the 3.1 game at the Red Claws place.
Nice. Yep. 3-point shootout. 3 points for Strive. That helps get Strive famous, right?
Oh,
Jeff, anything
yes.
else before we finish the Words of Wisdom segment?
no, I'm good.
Okay, then we'll be right back to wrap things up.
It's time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
It is time to
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap
Episode
it up.
20.
Wrap
It's
it up.
in the
Wrap it up.
books.
Wrap it up.
All right.
Wrap it up.
What did we talk about in the Wrap It Up?
Well, I think we talked about who's coming up next and who we'd like to thank. So first, we want to thank, of course, the Q Morning Show with Lori, Lou, and Jeff, and say thanks to them for coming on. I thought that was a great episode. What did you guys think?
That was
I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really like interviewing them. It's very
And the Holy
Yeah,
great.
I think so too. Good job.
Too.
All right, and who do we have coming up next? On next week's show, we've got Eva from Coast 93.1.
Blake and Eva.
Yep, from the Blake and Eva show. We have Eva's going to be joining us. It'll be interesting to be able to compare some morning shows a little bit.
Which one is Anna Kendricks and
Yeah,
DJ from Full House?
Unfortunately, we don't have Anna Kendrick or DJ from Full House yet, but if anyone has any
And
contact,
John
we will
Stamos.
certainly reach out to all three of them.
No, not
including John
John Stamos.
Stamos. We could try.
John
Why
Travolta.
not?
Kelly.
Yeah, and then we've got coming up, we've got on
Kelly and Bill.
the week after that, we've got Disability Rights Maine, who's going to come in and tell us what they do and what they do for
Susan
services.
Collins.
Okay, yeah, Susan Collins is coming right up, and then we have coming up in March, we're going to do a show about our Strive Rocks event and spotlight a couple of our fundraisers who are trying to raise $25,000, as well as having Miss Maine on the show.
What about David Honagria?
We could certainly try. I
I
don't know how to reach him, but we certainly can try.
How about Jock in Olympia?
Jock and Olympia, yep, they're definitely former Governor Jock McKernan and Senator Olympia Snowe are definitely going to come on. So, all right, any last words for this week's episode?
Not really.
All right, how about we
Not
thank
really.
our engineer Ryan, who does all the editing and keeps us on the air, and our producers. We've got Whitney and now Susie too as our super producer. So, anything else you guys want to add?
We will miss you, Casey Kasem.
Rest in peace, Casey Kasem. Just a little bit late.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Noel's headed to the library, he says, so it's time for us to wrap it up.
What about if you lie at the library?
If you lie at the library, I don't know. What happens?
You get in trouble if you lie at the library.
Sounds good to me. All right. I think on that note, I'll sign up. For Olivia, I'm Pete, and thanks for listening. Please be sure to share and give us a review and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. See you next week.
You're welcome. Have a nice amigo.
Welcome.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Amigo.
Bye.
You know, man.